In 2024, my YouTube channel gained over 1 million views, primarily from my long form videos, and it didn't stop there. It also turned into thousands of new email subscribers and sales for my online business because I use YouTube primarily to market my business and to build an audience to sell my own paid stuff. How did I do this exactly? That's what I'm gonna break down in this video. Okay, so really the first step here is to essentially create content that is going to attract the right audience for whatever you wanna sell and making sure that those views are the right kinds of people. So it's kind of reverse engineering. What do you want to sell? Like, what digital products do you want to offer? What courses do you want to offer? Do you want to do coaching? Like, whatever it is, thinking backwards and thinking, okay, then, like, if I want to sell this thing or be an affiliate for this product or program, like, what kinds of videos do I need to make and what things are people searching for on YouTube that are going to come across that video and then find whatever I have to sell be exactly what they need and that they'll actually buy from me, right? And really how I like to do this is with the Help Hero Hub strategy when it comes to videos and thinking about how I can rotate through creating different types of videos that are going to, one, reach new people, but two, nurture the people that find me. Number one is creating those help videos. So that's going to be search-driven videos that people will search in the bar on YouTube and come across my content. Number two are videos that are more for browse. They might not be searching that type of content, but when they see it pop up on their homepage, they're like, yes, I have to watch that video. And then the third type of video is that hub content. That's going to be more for people once they find you through those other two types to actually binge all of the content that you are creating. And it's more for the subscribers and the viewers that are already coming to your channel and that are finding you through those other types of content. And then the second main thing here is that you want to optimize your videos for growth. There's really four main things under this that I really want to touch on. Number one is making sure that you're optimizing your titles, especially when we're talking about search-driven content. That's a huge way to get in front of a new audience and to gain that visibility on your YouTube channel. And so I really recommend making sure you're using something like TubeBuddy. I'll have a link down in the description, and it's going to help you to type in different like title options that you're thinking about for your YouTube video and really to see like what people are searching for, and it will give you a ranking based on search volume and based on the competition for that exact search term and whether it would be a good way to title your video. And that helps you to really compare different ways of titling your video and see which one would be best for getting found in search for your YouTube channel. The second one here is that once people see your YouTube video pop up, you need to make sure they actually want to click on it, right? So that's making sure you're having good practices with your thumbnails, making sure you're using brighter colors, make sure the words on the screen are larger, people can see it very easily, having your face in the thumbnail, looking at the camera. Typically, I do like some sort of expression or smile or something along those lines. When you're doing that, something that has been really helpful for me more recently is using the ABC testing feature right directly within YouTube. You can actually A/B test your thumbnails, like you can test different colors or different types of thumbnails for the exact same video. So definitely take advantage of that and see how it helps you to increase your click-through rate, which is essentially how many people see your video versus how many people actually click on to watch the video. You want that to be as high as possible, and thumbnails are one of the biggest reasons someone's going to click on your video. Okay, and then the third thing here is audience retention. So once they actually click on your video, if they're just clicking right off the video right away, YouTube isn't going to show your video to more people. So you want to make sure that you are capturing and keeping their attention for as long as possible. Typically, people are going to watch about 30% of your YouTube video. So if it's like 10 minutes long, typically most people are going to watch to around that 3-minute mark, some less, some more. So that's a good benchmark to think about and to aim for when you are creating your videos and looking at your analytics later. But things that can help your audience retention is number one, keep your intro engaging and to the point. Do not ramble on before you get into the meat of your video. Another thing is to show, don't just tell. And that's like having different overlays and graphics and videos and images popping up on the screen to help engage your viewers and for it just to be more interesting to watch, right? So they're not just sitting there watching you talk or watching you do whatever it is that you're doing, but they're actually seeing examples on the screen or seeing visuals of what you are talking about. This is especially important if you're doing a sit-down video, kind of like what you're watching right now. Another thing you can consider doing is if you're also doing sit-down videos like I am, is doing kind of what I've done in this video of how I keep changing my camera angle and like standing up and holding the camera and sitting back down. That can help to add some visual interest without you having to do a whole lot else. And then the fourth thing that I'll I'll say here is that consistency is so, so important for two different reasons. Obviously, being active on YouTube's platform, they're gonna love that. They're gonna push your videos to more viewers. But obviously, too, like the more consistent you are, the better you get at YouTube. The more data you have to see what's working on your channel, the better you get at actually making videos. And so that consistency is so important. And what I like to teach is making sure you're uploading one long form video every single week. You can do more than that if you want. I found that to be really difficult to keep up with as a creator and a business owner and all the other things I have going on, and sticking to my boundaries with my work and what I want to do with that. So I personally upload one long form video every single week, and I found that to be the sweet spot. It keeps you in the rhythm of filming videos and creating videos and getting better at that process, and also uploading enough videos to actually see traction on your YouTube channel. Okay, and then the third thing I wanted to cover here is how to turn those views into sales. So I mentioned at the beginning, like those viewers aren't just seeing my YouTube content and then subscribing, like they're seeing my YouTube content, maybe subscribing, and then also becoming a paid customer for my online business. So how exactly does that happen? And I actually talk more about that in one of my recent videos that I'll put right up here, I think it's on this side, to a video I talked about how I sold over 400 online courses in 2024 and breaking down more of this process, but I'm gonna give you a brief overview right here. So the basic idea is that within a YouTube video, I'm making sure I have one main primary call to action in that video. So it is something where I am talking about it on camera, I am putting it as a link in the description, I'm usually pinning it as my comment, and that is going to be the main thing that I want them to click on as it relates to my business. This could be an email list freebie, it could be a free webinar, it could be a paid offer, whatever that is, but that thing is going to be the beginning of the sales funnel process for getting them to buy my thing, right? So for example, one of the biggest things, that's why I talk about in that other YouTube video, is as a course creator and someone who sells a lot of courses, it makes up the bulk of, or the majority, I should say, of my revenue, is I like using a webinar strategy, okay? So that means that I have free classes, free trainings, free webinars people can watch, and then it invites them into something more with me by incentivizing them to buy my online course, right? And the way I like to think about it is leading with free value inside of that training, and then just inviting them into something more. And it doesn't have to be salesy, it doesn't have to feel slimy, but it's truly something where they are going to learn something no matter if they buy from me or not. But I have great conversion rates on it, and I know that for however many people go through and who register for my free training, I have a set number of people that typically will buy my course from that training. And as far as what I'm linking here, it needs to make sense for whatever the video is. So I talk about different topics on my channel. Generally, my channel is about online marketing, which if you haven't subscribed before, be sure to hit subscribe so you can stay up to date on every single new video. But that means that I'm rotating through different topics like creating online courses or YouTube marketing, email marketing, Instagram marketing, and those are the things I'm talking about on my channel. And I'm making sure that whatever that link is that I am embedding into that video, it is related to the video topic. So like, I'm not gonna link my free YouTube training inside of a video on email marketing, for instance. It doesn't directly correlate. What would directly correlate is some sort of freebie or offer that relates to email marketing, right? So just making sure that it just makes sense for that video. It's very organic and natural to mention it inside of the video. And if they're interested in that YouTube video, it's gonna make sense for them to wanna click and to learn more inside of your freebie or your paid offer. So like I mentioned, an example of this is like I have my free Reels class, and that invites people to buy my Reels mini course. So that would be an example of like this funnel that I'm talking about. Or maybe if you sell physical products, it would be a discount code on a product, and that is linked in your YouTube video. Or maybe you're someone who has a service-based business, or you take on coaching clients. Maybe you have an application form you add to your YouTube videos on a specific topic that they can apply to work with you. Or if you're someone who sells maybe lower ticket digital products, this could look like having a free download that then is a tripwire to upsell them into your paid digital product, okay? So there's really so many different ways that you can do this, and it really just depends on your business and what you offer. If you wanna learn more about how this works with like making money on YouTube for your own paid offers, not solely relying on YouTube as like a YouTuber in the sense of you're doing AdSense and sponsorships, but you're also building your own brand and your own business and your own paid offers using YouTube as a way to do that, be sure to watch my free YouTube class because that's where I go deeper into this topic and really talking about how can you scale essentially your marketing of your business with the power of YouTube. So if you want to watch that, the link will be right below down in the description. And also too, if maybe you're someone who just wants to learn more about how to actually start your YouTube channel. You're like, okay, Stephanie, like take this a few steps back from me. How do I actually get started with a YouTube channel? I'm going to put a video right over here where you can go ahead and click on over, watch that video. That's what I recommend diving into next after finishing this one. If you have any questions, be sure to comment them down below, and I will see you guys again next week's video on Tuesday. Bye, guys.